My name's Aaron West. I'm getting a degree in Bachelor's of Science in Mechanical Engineering, and I'm from Bozeman, Montana.
My name is Darby Twite. I'm getting a degree in mechanical engineering, and I'm from Redding, California.
Awesome. Thanks. A couple smaller town folks. I like that. How did you get into InventOR? I'll start with you, Aaron.
Well, so we have this competition down in Klamath Falls called Catalyze Klamath, and we entered in our senior project into this entrepreneurship competition, and we won second place. And we got a Klamath Idea Award as well, which has to do with how our idea and our invention is going to fit into this local area really well. And we also won the $2,500 ticket to InventOR. So we're very excited for this whole endeavor, and yeah, that's how we're here doing this now.
Darby, I'll follow up with you. How did it feel to win that competition?
It was really exciting. I think Aaron and I went into this Catalyze Klamath InventOR space not really knowing what to expect and not knowing how well we would go up against other people's ideas. And so it was really exciting to get the positive feedback that we did get, and really exciting to be invited to the state competition. So we're learning a lot, and we're really pleased that we decided to be a part of this experience.
Yeah, we're glad you're a part too. I'm assuming that you have some sort of faculty advisor or mentor at OIT. Is that true? And if so, who are they?
Well, it's a rather. Oh, do you mind if I talk?
Yeah, please go. Please go ahead.
So, this school, there's a lot of personal interactions with your teachers at this school. It's not like a giant college where you sit in a huge auditorium and you have assistant professor teaches the class while the real professor is off doing research. You're there with your professors in class and you're talking with them. And now as fourth year students, we are really, really best pals with some very, very smart people. And it's amazing. It's really cool.
We've been working closely with our senior project advisor, Professor Sean Sloan, and also I believe in the marketing business department, Hallie Newport. She ran the Catalyze Klamath event.
Nice. How did these two folks help you during the course of the first competition that the Klamath competition?
There was a lot at first to deal with. They really helped us lay out what we had to do.
Hallie helped us get in contact with local resources and another professor we could utilize to look over our business plan.
And Sean Sloan kept us from blowing ourselves up, although we've done it a few times, but we haven't catastrophically,
No one's gone to the hospital yet.
No, exactly, yeah. So they're keeping us safe, but we're also pushing things pretty well. So
that's great. I'm glad to know that both of you are in one piece and have not been hurt in the process of developing your idea. Yeah. Let's put into that a little bit. Tell me, what is biomass gas?
Well, we are looking to make power from plants. Photosynthesis is the way that plants get energy from the sun, right? We all know that. But we can harness that energy, burning it. And it happens to be this really cool technology that might become more part of our future.
Darby, I'll give you an opportunity to follow up. Is there anything you want to add?
We're taking an old technology, essentially what people use for wood pellet stoves, and we're using organic material to create syngas that can be used in an electrical generator to produce some more sustainable, clean power.
The thing that kind of sets our project apart from a lot of the other things that this technology has been part of in the past is we're applying the new 21st century instrumentation, computers, automation, so that it's much more feasible on realistic demand and need.
That's great. Feel free to jump into some technical details here, but can you help me understand how the technology works? What kind of gas is produced? Do you burn it? Like, in what way are you implementing this technology?
Everything that grows is pretty much made up of carbon and hydrogen. And if we can break those bonds apart, we can get combustible gases. And we can then harness that in the existing internal combustion engine infrastructure that we already have. There's diesel engines everywhere in the world, and diesel generators, sorry. And we can utilize that structure to produce power on a larger scale.
I think the main purpose of our product, we're just hoping it fills in some gaps in terms of power demand. And we're targeting farmers, people within the forest products industry, just to make some cleaner power.
Well, so one of the problems that some people have with our project is they say, well, you're burning organic material, you're producing emissions, how is this clean? There's this system, it's a cyclical system that's called the carbon cycle. And we, if we're not familiar with the carbon cycle, it might be a little confusing. But as plants grow, they take carbon in from the atmosphere and they lock it into their structure and they disperse it underground. And when we process that, and if we can break that down into the molecular building blocks that make up everything, we're able to harness the energy that came from the sun initially, and then that continues around in the cycle.
Sure, that process sounds to me a lot like burning hydrocarbons. How do you ensure that it's cleaner than that?
So anytime you grow something, you pull in carbon and you store it underground. And this tips the scale on how much energy you get out of something and what it took to get it. So our system's able to lock this carbon down in a solid form. And when it's in a solid form, it's not causing our problems. It's not our greenhouse gases, and it's not our destroying the planet right now.
So are you kind of saying that your output matches your input in the sense that are you actually growing the things that you intend to harvest energy from? And in that sense, it's more cyclical than another system might be.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think we're hoping that farmers will grow a specific amount of acreage of whatever material they plan to use in our system to then be used to make power. So it's more of a net zero kind of process. And then we're also hoping that it could be used for loggers to clear slash out of the forest, or just burn other trimmings of logs and things like that, excess material. So
there's a lot of waste that's burnt out there.
Yeah.
And if we can harness a little bit of that, then it's net positive no matter what, right? If we're already just burning it in the field.
Yeah, certainly. So it sounds like there are kind of two aspects to biomass gas. One is this process you're talking about developing wood pellets and creating a context for them to release energy. It also sounds like there's a sort of consultation process that you want to do with the people you're actually getting your materials from. Do I have that right?
Absolutely. We actually are working with a farm down here in Klamath Falls, and they are providing all of the material that we're trying to utilize in this machine, and they've been incredibly helpful, and really brings in that agriculture side, which is really important because the farming industry is full of people that really know how to get things done and how to do it so it lasts and be renewable. And we don't see that much in other parts of our culture enough at all.
Yeah, I would actually like to talk about that. A couple of questions in that regard. What problem does biomass gas address? Number one, and number two, why is this innovation important right now?
There's millions of metric tons of carbon dioxide being polluted into our atmosphere, and people are going to be underwater soon. And there's no change because the people are still focused on making the money.
Yeah, so we're addressing hopefully a more sustainable solution, helping in a positive way since we are in a bit of a climate crisis. So our project is just trying to provide a more sustainable way to get rid of organic material that can be burned in our system.
Both within the scope of the competition, but also within the scope of just bringing a product to market, what are some of the biggest challenges or obstacles that you foresee encountering?
Our problems right now would definitely be different than producing something like this. We're running into scale issues right now. I'm working out of my garage and I've got a 8-foot door and it's not going to fit through the door. And it weighs 5,000 pounds and I don't own a forklift. So that's the problems right now. But of course, with enough money, then we can solve all of that like that, you know. I'm really looking forward to this opportunity with InventOR. I think it's going to be a really good one to just talk to some people and meet some cool people. It's going to be really great. We've already had those that meeting, the first boot camp for product design, and we kind of started out, you know, people didn't. It was really kind of cumbersome at first, trying to meet everybody and cooperate together as a huge group of people that have never met each other before. And by the end of it, we were all best friends, and it hit us how cool our ideas were and how to work together in a small group with people you've never even met before over Zoom. Like, when does that ever happen, right? So that was a really cool one. And we're also full-time students, and we got a lot going on. But we're making do here.
That's great. I'm glad to hear it. I can hear the excitement too. I definitely appreciate all of that. I want to turn it back just a little bit. You sort of dropped this mention of a 5,000-pound machine in your garage. Can you describe that for me? What does
Can
it
I
look
show
like?
it to you? Do you mind if I get up?
Sure. I actually can't see you right now.
Oh, you can't see me. Well, I'm here. So this is our shop space, and part of the big part of our wow, really white. It's that adjustment. So this is our generator. It weighs 3,000 pounds, and we're hoping to make 15 kilowatts. That's right, yeah. 15 kilowatts out of it. It's rated for 45, but we reckon that if our system is 1/3 efficient, then we'll make 15, which is a decent amount of power. So there's that, and then all of the yeah, it's been a project, and it's going to come together. Yeah, this is
Definitely.
our hopper here for all of our material, and lots of other bits and bops. But we've been going for it. It's really cool. So Darby and I are the only ones that are doing InventOR, but we have a group of senior project students, other mechanical engineering students that we're working with. So we have a team 6 total, including Darby and I, and it's been really good to have some other help, because there's a lot of parts, you know how everything goes, you know, but like that guy in that movie The Martian said, you just got to take one problem at a time. Yeah, go off to the next one.
We started this project for our senior project, and I think we bit off a lot to chew.
Yeah.
Arguably maybe too much, but we're pushing the envelope a bit on terms of the scale of how big a senior project can really be. I think from what I've seen in the past couple of years I've been at OIT anyway, not sure about other schools, but it's exciting to be working on a pretty large system, and we're really hoping to get it working properly by the time InventOR comes around.
Darby, would you like to share anything about the specifics of the automation side of?
I think Aaron's just hoping to have me toot my horn a little bit here, because I am a part of the control systems for what we're doing, and I've been working to get instrumentation and sensors connected to a PLC, and I've been doing the code to help our system run smoothly with the proper controls and data collection system.
That's amazing. One more question for you two. You kind of touched on this a little bit earlier, but what is the most important thing that you want the judges to understand about your invention, and what will set you apart from the competition that you're up against?
I guess we're here for the journey to learn as much as possible and to explore this avenue to our fullest. We want to do the science to learn about what we're up to, and we'll probably keep that mentality no matter what happens.
I really hope they see the enthusiasm that Aaron and I bring to the project. We're really excited about this idea, and with the right amount of funding, where it could take us. And I'm just really proud of what we've done and how this product could be a business to scale, and potentially, and we could turn it into something once graduated. So
that's great. Thanks to both of you. I think your passion, your enthusiasm is obvious, and it's really nice to see that.